This is Match Game 75, production number 058. Take one. Get ready to match the stars. Orson Bean, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley, Marianne Mobley, Richard Dawson, and Patty Deutsch as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, John and friends. Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Have you got it all together?
More or
No.
less.
I got it all together. I just can't lift it.
Let's say hello to our current champ here, Don Great. All right, Don. Now, when we were together last time, Don had just won a game. He got his $100. Now he's going to try for the big money super match here. You ready for that?
I am ready.
Well, we'll see how much money you're going to win in a moment or so. But right now, we want to do a little business with you. Pay attention and then hurry back. Here we are with Don Great. He's got 100. Let's see how much more he's going to win. He could win over 5,000. You ready, Don?
Ready.
We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Earl, are you in there? Earl, are you in there? Wait a minute, Earl. What's going on? What, did you forget to do it? It's all right. No. He was just sitting on his blank, reading the newspaper, and he wasn't listening to me. Are you listening now, Earl? Okay.
Jeez.
We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank wire. Well done, Earl. You're fired! Now, the answer they gave most often, Don, is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and the bottom one gets you $100. Whom do you call on?
Richard.
Richard, what do you say?
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire. Okay.
Charles Nelson.
Charles Nelson.
Live wire.
Live wire.
And Brett.
Brett.
Well, how about telephone wire?
Telephone wire. So that gives you telephone wire,
Well,
live
it's number
wire,
3, kid.
and barbed wire. Now, do you want one of those, Don, or have you got a better one in your head?
No, I guess I'm thinking like Charles Nelson Riley. That scares me a little bit, but we'll go with live wire.
Live wire. Okay. All right, he's looking for live wire. Let's find out if it's up there. And if it is there, the question is, where is it? Is it under the $100 response? Yeah! So, you got the 100.
That's what you got for thinking like Charles Nelson Riley.
Listen, it's better than zip.
That was my first thought.
That was your first thought?
Right.
All right. Now, audience, what do you think is under the 250? Telephone? Okay, Earl, slide that one. High wire. Now what? How about the top one? Barbed wire? That means Richard will be right as usual. Let's see it, Earl. Barbed wire. Okay. Now you're going to play for 10 times $100 or 1,000. To collect that amount, you've got to match one of them head to head. Which one will it be?
Richard.
All right. Here it is. Face me if you would, please, sir. Richard, blank, Rich, R-I-C-H. Blank Rich. Okay, he's finished. Now, you see what it says there? Blank rich. Now, you have to come up with an answer which you think will match his. What do you say to that?
Filthy.
So, he says filthy rich matches you for $1,000. What do you say to that? That's his guess.
I said Charlie Rich.
Charlie Rich. You're booing Richard, whose average is 988 and rarely misses? For shame.
I gave him barbed wire, folks.
Yes. So, Don, you got the $200. You're going to meet another player right now, so let's bring on Tony Hudak. Hello there. Okay, as soon as it stops, you can jump aboard. Hello, Tony.
Hi, Gene.
You know this fellow?
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you.
Yeah. Am I saying your name correctly?
Hudak.
Hudak.
Right.
Hudak would say Hudak. Hudak would say Hudak. No, I didn't say that.
Right.
No, we shouldn't do that.
That's right.
Tell us where you're from, please.
I'm living right outside of Chicago for the last 5 years, called Skokie, Illinois.
Skokie.
A lot of people from Skokie.
Are all you people from Skokie? Are you kidding me? Oh, they're from the valley, yes. Skokie Valley. What else?
I'm married. My husband works for an airline, and I have a little girl named Jennifer who'll be 4 in a few days, and she wants. And can I tell her happy birthday?
Can you say happy birthday, Jennifer? No, I'm sorry, that's not allowed.
How about happy birthday, Pumpkinhead? That's what I call her. I don't call her Jennifer.
Happy birthday, Pumpkinhead? No, I'm sorry, you can't say that
say it?
either.
Oh,
You can't say none of those things yet. But we love her, and she's beautiful. And here's the button going down there, and we ask you to make a selection.
A, please.
A it is. Now, Kojak said. He said. He said, I finally discovered how to keep my hat from sliding off my head. I blanked it on. Finally discovered how to keep my hat from sliding off my head. I blanked it on. Or I blanked it on. Blanked it on.
Got it.
You got it. All right. Well, everybody went to work immediately, so
Yes, absolutely.
apparently
Even Charles is almost
Suggested.
finished.
an answer. Charles has fancy artwork, and it slows him up a little bit. All right, Tony. Kojak said, I finally discovered how to keep my hat from sliding off my head. I blanked it on.
Glue it on.
Glued it on. She say he glue it on. What do you say?
Guy had hair tonic, could grow hair on a billiard ball. Slowed up the game, but it wasn't. All right. Glued or pasted?
Glued or pasted. There's one for you, Tony. Brett, what do you say?
I say now he can't get it off because he's got it glued on.
Charles!
For a change of pace, glue.
Glue! Yeah, with the fancy artwork. You see, that's what slows him up there. Did he glue on that hat?
He glued it on.
Glued it on. That's very unusual, Tony. Did it get you breaking your drum there?
Joanne Worley. Haven't had that since laughing. Glued.
Glued. Now, here we come. Oh, yeah. Should we just skip her? You don't have to show us your answer.
Thank you.
No, you do. Now,
Oh,
come
I
on.
do?
Yes, you do.
I figured he's a rough and tough guy. He can take a lot of pain. He nailed it on.
You nailed it. Okay, that's 5 for you, and you got your work cut out for you. But right now, we've got this especially for you. Now, here we go. Second half of round 1. You ready, Don?
I'm ready.
Go to work. Francisco the monk
I love it already.
broke his vow of silence
I love it.
when he got his blank stuck in a wine bottle. Give us your second answer. Okay.
Oh, my dear, my dear.
All right. Oh, are you having trouble?
I love Francisco the monk.
Francisco the monk, yes. It's the first time he's made an appearance on this
Yes, I
program.
love it.
I'm sure he'll be back.
He got his blank stuck, yes.
When
Waiting for
Francisco first checked in, they kept him in his cell for a year. They let him out. They said, "You got anything to say?" He said, "The bed is hard." They put him back in the second year. They got him out. He said, "The food is lousy." The third year, he says, "I don't want to be a monk anymore." And the Father Superior said, "Well, good. You've done nothing but complain ever since you got here."
Okay, let's go over to Don Great. Francisco the monk broke his vow of silence when he got his blank stuck in a wine bottle.
His nose.
His nose. Doesn't that make you feel good? Orson, what do you say? He says nose.
What Francisco broke his vow of silence by saying was, "Very funny, very funny."
Tongue.
His tongue.
Got his tongue stuck in the wine bottle trying to get the last drop of goodness out of there. What do you say?
Well, being an old reader of Dylan Thomas, I went straight for the thumb.
Thumb, yes. Okay, so we have a tongue and a thumb.
And an El Tungo.
And another tongue. Francisco the monk broke his vow of silence when he got his... What do you say? He's a nose stuck in a wine bottle. And what do you say, little girl?
Well, big boy.
Yes?
Let's come over, Marianne.
Yeah.
I said tongue.
Tongue, okay. Now, so we have 3 tongues and 1 thumb. What do you say?
No.
No. So that's 1 nose. What do you say, big girl?
Hey.
Hey.
It's a monk's term for a nose is proboscis.
Proboscis. All right, that's another one. So, you kind of pulled that one out at the last moment there and picked up 2. His score is 5-2 now in favor of Tony. We go to round 2 and ask you to make your selection.
A again, please.
A. One person plays.
Guess.
Guess who? Yes.
Nailed.
Are you ready?
Yo.
I want you to concentrate on this completely now. I have a letter here. This letter says, "Dear Match Game 75, we cordially invite you to come to the jungle and attend our cannibal picnic. The main course will be blank on a stick."
It will it?
Yes, it will. The main course will be blank on a stick at the cannibal picnic in the jungle.
Very good, Pat. Whatever you say.
Okay, she's finished. Now, Tony, the letter says, "Dear Match Game 75, we cordially invite you to come to the jungle and attend our cannibal picnic. The main course will be blank on a stick."
No offense, but Brett on a stick.
Bread on a
It's not
stick?
anything. Brett.
What a
Brett.
neat trick.
Yeah.
Brett on the stick.
Brett.
Be rather tough, wouldn't it?
And tricky.
And tricky. Yes, Charles?
Actually, there's a shorter version of that answer.
What's that?
Breadsticks.
Brett stick. The main course will be Brett on a stick, according to Tony. What do you say?
They had a different menu. Missionary moose on a stick.
Missionary moose on a stick. All right, missionary moose. Well, missionary would be the traditional answer. Now, Don, let's see what you have to do. You got to match 3 to tie, 4 to win. You got a chance here. Let's see what happens. Who plays? Richard and Patty do not play. Everyone else does.
Okay.
Murray the veterinarian said.
Veterinarian.
Murray the veterinarian said.
Gotcha.
Boy, did I have a tough morning. I just treated a centipede who had blank. Murray the veterinarian. Boy, did I have a tough morning. I just treated a centipede who had blank. Very good.
Centipede.
A centipede
Those are
who
those
had
things with
blank.
all those little,
Right.
yes,
Yes,
all those
of
little
course.
legs
right,
and everything.
Right. That's it.
I got it now.
Got
honey.
the idea?
I got it. Honey, we're home free.
All right.
Orson is ready. He's just pretending he is.
Oh, okay.
He's
Here we
making
go.
a picture of a son.
Don Great. Murray the veterinarian said, "Boy, did I have a tough morning. I just treated a centipede who had
Fallen arches.
fallen arches." Yay for Murray! Very good. Can you imagine a centipede with fallen arches trying to walk?
There's this
Oh,
picture.
there's a centipede. Now he says Fallen Arches.
And I say Fallen Arches.
There you go. One for you. 2 more to tie. Brett, what do you say?
Fallen arches and flat feet, the same thing.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. Yes, they are. Okay, that's 4 to 5.
Here's
now,
the rest of Orson's. Athlete's feet.
athlete's foot. Now, in order to achieve a tie, you've got to match this ding-a-ling right here to my left. An unlikely possibility, but one never knows in this show. So let's see what you've got there.
Oh, that's true. One
never knows. This is the unpredictable.
Sorry, Don. I like your answer so much better. But I said ingrown toenails.
Ingrown toenails. So that means Tony wins the game. Come on down, Tony. Congratulations. Okay. Well, Donna, it was great seeing you again. And that really was a nifty answer, Fallen Arches, and I hope you had a good time here your second time around. You got $200 together with our best wishes, Don Gray. Now, while he's spinning off, we're going to spin this message especially for you. Here we are. Tony, this is your first time up here. You've got your $100. You'll try for over $5,000. Now, shall we begin?
Right on.
Right on. We polled a recent studio audience, got their best response to this. Blank wood. Now, the answer that group gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and the third gets you $100. Whom do you call on?
Richard, please.
Richard, what do you say?
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Charles?
A synonym, plywood.
Plywood.
Brett.
And Brett.
Well, what about old balsa wood?
Balsa wood. Balsa wood?
Balsa wood.
Now, wait a minute. The third position is usually difficult.
And let me
balsa
tell
wood.
you this.
Yes.
You make airplanes out of it.
Right. Model airplanes. Bing. Okay, you got
Them.
balsa, ply, and holly. You want one of those?
Hollywood.
You want Hollywood?
Hooray
for Hollywood. Okay, let's find out if Hollywood is up there and if it's in one of those 3 spots. Let's reveal first the $100 number. Hollywood, right off the bat you get it. I thought it was going to be higher than that. Now this audience got fooled by they screamed and hollered and applauded and everything. What did you say?
Knockwood.
Knockwood.
How about Natalie Wood?
How about Natalie Wood? Let's see what's under the 250. Natalie Wood. You're right, Brett. Natalie Wood.
You scoffed at balsa,
What?
didn't you?
Oh, redwood.
Redwood.
The audience is saying redwood. Let's see if it's there.
Valley.
Firewood.
Well, I wouldn't.
You were wrong. Wrong.
I thought knockwood.
I didn't think of firewood at all. Okay, now you got the 100. You play for 10 times that amount, or $1,000. Whom do you call on to match exactly?
Richard, please.
All right, Richard. Here we go. This is worth 1,000. Blank sack. S-A-C-K. Blank sack. Okay, you finished, Richard.
Yeah.
Now, we ask this young lady, give us an answer which you think will match his. What do you say to that? Blank sack.
I think I can think of as gunny sack.
Gunny sack is not bad. That's not a bad answer. There are a couple of good choices here. I thought of sad sack, but maybe that's another generation thing. You like that? I don't know. Let's see what you have, Richard. Let's see if she collects $1,000.
No, I said knapsack.
Knapsack. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so they're both good answers, actually. You've got your $200. You're going to meet another player right now. Let's welcome Marla Gelman. You all right? Okay, we're going to stop. Hello, Marla.
Hi.
You know Tony Hudak?
Yeah, hi.
Now, Marla, we welcome you and ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior at UCLA in the Communication Studies Department.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I also belong to a sorority there.
Yeah.
And I'm single.
You are single. Well, we can remedy that. Okay. What do you want to do here? We got a minute and a half. Should we just play a game? Yeah, let's do that. Marla, please make your selection.
A, please.
A it is. Here we go. The nurse said, I don't trust the 2 new interns. I do not trust those 2 new interns in the operating room. They were using their scalpels to play blank on the patient's body.
Oh!
How about that?
I've got this locked right in here.
Got it?
Oh, I do
Okay. All right.
too. Right?
Right. Very good. I got a sneak peek at that. Okay. Okay, Patty's got her answer already half formulated. And now she's ready. We call on Marla. The nurse said, I don't trust the 2 new interns. In the operating room, they were using their scalpels to play blank on the patient's body.
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Marla, the audience is with you on that one. We'll find out if our friends up here are with you on that one. Orson, are you with her?
Yes, and the patient was praying that nobody won, so they didn't go tic-tac-toe.
So there's one for you, Marla. Brett, what have you got?
Well, I have more of a jock's answer here. I said you're ping pong.
Ping pong.
Yes.
Using the scalpels to play ping pong.
It's a teensy-weensy little gallstone they have there.
Now, Charles, what do you say?
Tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Okay, Marianne?
I don't know if I spelled it right, but I said tic-tac-toe.
That's it. That's 3 for you. Richard?
Toe-tac-tick.
Toe-tac-tick. That's 4 for you. Patty?
Tic-tac, big toe.
Tic-tac, big toe. That's 5 for you. That's what you did, didn't it? Okay. Now, while she's thinking it over, we'll present this message for you. Thank you, one and all. You're beautiful. And you are, too. Join us next time for Match Game 75. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Tubman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations. Match Game 75, production number 0560. Take a 1. Get ready to match the stars. Bill Daly, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Dr. Joyce Brothers, Richard Dawson, and Patty Deutsch as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Your mic's getting smaller.
But it got fatter. Oh, no.
What is this? The present, Thank you.
From the 40s. Are you getting taller or is that mic getting smaller?
No, the mic is getting smaller.
You gained 4 feet.
And fatter.
Yeah, it got fatter.
What do you call this?
A microphone.
Ah, that's a special kind, isn't it?
It's a thing, Gene.
Yes. Is this tougher? This one won't break like the others, huh?
That's a
you can
working
do anything
mic.
with this one, and it will not break, right?
Mike.
Can you do that with it?
No.
No. Okay, I won't do that with it. Can't do that either.
Nicely
Got
done,
my
though.
stripe tie.
Okay.
Got
What do
my...
you say we say hello to Margaret Kirkpatrick and Carlo Bills? Carlo Bills. Carol Bartle. Carol Bagel. Bartle's Carol. This little lady has won a total of $7,000 even. And blow your whistle. Does that blow? You broke the microphone. No, I'm only kidding. What do you use that whistle for?
Well, my husband, the policeman, has one. I've
wanted, women's lib, I have to have my whistle, too.
Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, your opponent, Carol Bartos, hasn't scored, and neither one of you scored. We're in the we're going to start round 2, and one of you better score. Well, you better hurry back and find out what happens here. Ready? B.
Yo.
Round 2, second and final round. Carol, please make your selection.
B, please.
B it is. Here we go. Mrs. Colonel Sanders got so angry at the Colonel. You're improving. They're getting better, John. She went down to the chicken store and stuffed his head into a blank. That's how angry she was.
I know the answer.
I do too, but I have a funny one to go with it.
Yes.
Say it again.
Mrs. Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
Sangerson, you remember her.
Sanders
She
is
changed
a
her name, is what she
different-
did.
yes. Was it
She got so angry at the Colonel that she went down to the chicken store and stuffed his head into a blank.
Oh, okay.
His head. May I have a sip of your water? Thank you.
Anytime. Hey! Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Everybody ready? Okay, Bill. Now, Carol, Mrs. Colonel Sanders got so angry at the Colonel that she went down to the chicken store and stuffed his head into a
Chicken.
chicken.
No.
Now, that's a logical answer. Wait until you see what the weirdos say. Bill, what do you say?
What'd she say?
She said stuffed his head into a chicken.
I was going to say breast, but we can't say it on the air.
Right.
So I'll say bucket. I thought bucket.
Into a bucket. Yeah. That's a pretty good answer.
Thank you. Could
You
not
got
have booze today.
That's right. You got the right one there. Brett, what do you say?
This is a religious question.
Yes.
Do you know what the Pope's nose is?
Yes, I do.
She stuck it into the chicken's neck.
I'm with you.
That's
there.
the clean end, isn't it?
Yeah, all right.
I
Charles?
said what this sweet boy said.
Yeah.
With the city clothes, I said bucket.
said
too.
in the bucket.
Thank you, Captain. All right. What do you say, Joyce?
How much do I have to pay you not to show my answer?
I'm sorry, this game does not operate that way. She went down to the chicken store and stuffed his head into a chicken, according to Carol.
Chicken.
Joyce!
Joyce Brothers.
You're getting back on the bus.
Get back there. We're taking you back to New York and straighten you out. Now get back. Get out there. Don't you come back until I tell you can come back. The idea. She said, I told you not to come back. Now get out of here.
It's all right. She's a doctor. She can do it.
All right. Richard?
Doctor, your mind works in peculiar ways. I wonder if you'd care to come to a party Gene and I'll throw in. I said bucket.
Bucket, naturally. Bucket seems to be the popular favorite. What do you say there?
Well, those of us that do a lot of commercials refer to the commercial vernacular.
Yes.
A bucket o' cluck.
A bucket o'clock, yeah. Okay, so that was 2 for you, right? Okay.
More than enough.
Now, you've got a match 2 to stay in the game, 3 to win. Harriet said.
Oh, her again.
She said, I'm going to sue that plastic surgeon.
How much is she going to sue?
I don't know, probably $200,000 at least. She said, last night at the restaurant, my blank fell into the soup.
Oh, my goodness me.
That's why she's suing the plastic surgeon.
I get it, sweetheart.
Suing the plastic surgeon. She said, last night my blank fell into the soup. Charles, ready?
You are the sunshine in my life.
Sing the other one.
What was it?
I'll
The
be
Beatles. No, the
singing
Beatles one that he
in
does. So
all
great.
the old familiar places.
Someone. Something.
That the
In the way you smile.
Direct
I love
from
that
the
song.
Plaza
Sing it to me
Hotel.
tomorrow.
That makes me think of Howie Cowie.
Laverne and Steve. An act you'll never
All right, everybody ready over there. Margaret, have you been thinking about it? I'll give you one more chance. Harriet said, I'm going to sue that plastic surgeon. Last night at the restaurant, my blank fell into my soup.
My nose.
My nose. All right, give the little lady a nose, Bill.
Okay, let's hear it for a nose. One nose coming up, please. One nose. A nose is a nose by any other name.
All right. Now, Brett.
I was moving further down into the shoulder and the arm area.
Yeah.
I said her chest fell in.
Her chest.
Isn't that a cute answer?
It is. I say you
Must
never.
have been a big splash.
That's right. Bang all over. You can never trust that.
All over your clothes.
Charles.
Hello,
I
darling.
was moving down in the same area, but with a Spanish flavor.
Not too far down, I hope.
El Busto.
I don't think we better move down anymore.
No, I think that's as far as we're going to go. I say you could never trust that silicone. Now, Joyce, last night at the restaurant, my blank fell into my soup, and Margaret said my nose.
She says rare.
Goodbye and go for good.
Why, you really got another rotten one?
Yes, I do.
If it's rotten, you got to boo her real strong now, because if it's rotten...
1, 2, 3.
Well, that's not bad. No, wait a minute, that's not bad.
What is it?
Breast.
She said breast.
American for El Busto.
Yeah. What do you say, Richard?
The Israeli version, El Bubalo.
All right. Now, you got to match Patty to stay in the game, Margaret.
Oh,
Nose.
I heard you.
Nose.
Well, this is still your advertising vernacular.
What?
You're still a cone up a frontal.
Just one cone up your frontal. Come down, Gerald. Congratulations to you. All right. Well, got to say goodbye, Margaret.
That's fine. I'm very happy. I had a great time. Thank you very much, all of you.
You got $7,000, Margaret Kirkpatrick. Goodbye. Now, we'll come back right after this message. Hurry back. Here we are with Carol Bardos. What is that?
That's my son.
Oh, isn't that charming? That's a little locket ring. I don't know if you can ever get this close there. Open it up again there. And there's a picture of Carol's son in there.
That's very
How very nice.
Unusual. Oh, all together. Oh. What's his name?
Peter
Tony.
Marshall.
Tony. Okay, Carol. Are you ready to have a go at this?
Yes.
It's your first time up, but you know how it goes, and we'll begin. We polled the recent studio audience, and we got their best result, best response to this. Says Gene Blank. Okay, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and if you match the bottom one, you get $100. Whom do you call on for a little help here?
Richard.
Richard?
I was going to say Harlow, but
Gene
I'll
Harlow.
say Rayburn.
You'll say Rayburn.
Brett.
Brett?
What about that person who's tops and taps? Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly. Okay.
Charles.
Charles, have you got one?
I'd like Gina Lola Brigida, but I can't do that.
No.
And that gets such a huge laugh from the audience.
Yes, of course.
Right?
Charles is thinking, as you can plainly see, but he needs
No, I know, but I'm just
keep
checking
adding.
these answers.
for his brain to work.
Gene Autry!
Gene Autry. Okay. They got Gene Autry, Gene Kelly, and Gene Rayburn. Now, you may choose one of those, or you may come up with another one if you value your life. No, it's your choice entirely. You can make your own free decision here. Whatever you say is okay with us. What do you say?
I choose you.
Oh, I thought you never asked. All right. Now, let's begin down at the bottom as usual and see if Gene Rayburn is hiding, that rascal, if he's hiding under the $100 response. Gene Kelly. Whose answer was that?
That was your friend.
That was Brett's answer. Yes, indeed it was. No, I wouldn't expect Gene Rayburn to be hiding under the $100 number. I wouldn't even expect him to be hiding under the $250 number. Would I? No, I wouldn't. That's the one that Charles gave you.
Won't it be embarrassing if you're not up here?
Gene Schwartz.
Earl, are you in there? If this doesn't come out Gene Rayburn, don't you come out either. You're not only going to stay in there, but you're going to go to the back of the box there, okay? All right. You're in the corner now. All right. I'm not going to look, Earl. All right, Earl, slide it. Congratulations, my dear. Eat your heart out, Gene Kelly. Okay, now you got the 500. That means you have a total of 600.
Don't take the same pole at a dance school.
Okay, you're going to play now for 10 times $500 or $5,000. But remember to collect that. You have to have an exact match with one celebrity. Which one will it be?
Richard, please.
Okay, Richard, you're up, and you're going to face me. And here it is. It's worth $5,000. Blank Motors. M-O-T-O-R-S. Now, he's finished. Carol, we need your response. One you think will match his. Blank Motors.
General Motors.
General Motors. You're not trying to put American Motors out of business, are you?
No.
No, okay. All right, she says General Motors will match you for $5,000. Richard, what do you say to that?
I didn't know we could advertise.
Oh, you can't advertise.
All right, General Motors.
Oh! So you got $5,600. I see your husband's very happy about that. They're right over there. Okay, isn't that grand? The fella in the blue shirt down there is her husband, and who's that with him there?
Right beside him is my son.
Your son is to the right of your husband, right? Yeah.
My neighbor, my brother, my mother, my father.
You got a regular clack here. Okay, well, you're all very happy for her, and we are too. And now let's press on and meet her next challenger and welcome David Olson. Hello, David. Okay, Carol. I guess Carol and David know each other. And she's very happy, and while she's catching her breath, David, we'll find out about you, please.
I'm a senior in business administration, senior at Cal State Northridge in the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah?
And I just celebrated my first wedding anniversary.
Well, congratulations to you. What day was that? Recently?
17th.
Yeah. Okay. Is your wife here?
Sure is.
Okay. All right. We're very happy to have her here with us, too. And we'll come back to both of you in a moment or so, but right now we have to depart from the usual and do this message. Go! Go. All right. Are you both ready? Here we go. Round one coming up. Push the button. As you can see, the machine is a little temperamental. David Olson, make your selection.
B.
Here we go. Harry's girlfriend has been spending so much time with her plants that Harry got crazy jealous.
How crazy jealous did he get?
And how much time has she been spending with her plants?
That's enough of that then. Last night,
Yes.
he burst into her apartment and blanked her begonia.
He was so jealous.
He was so jealous because she was spending so much time with her
honey,
plants.
I got
you see.
it.
He
Honey,
burst
I'm
into the
home free.
apartment
I'm the first
and
one.
blanked her begonia.
Good for him.
That's it. She's pretending to read it. She can't see without her glasses. There she is now.
I'm allergic to begonia.
Oh, you are.
What is a begonia?
This is not
A begonia.
You remember ruby begonia?
Yes, you remember. A begonia has a tuberous stem and a very fragile, irregular flower. And it's very beautiful, and the colors are varied. Some of them are very, very
Went out
attractive.
with one of those last night, I think.
It's a tuberous stem.
Yeah, very irregular, and the colors were varied. She had sort of red head here and black there. It was disgusting.
All right, now Patty's ready, and we'll call on David
half the time.
Harry's girlfriend has been spending so much time with her plants that Harry got crazy jealous. Last night, he burst into her apartment and blanked her begonia.
Bit.
He bit her begonia. He bit her begonia, folks. How does that grab you, Bill?
What show am I doing?
This is Match Game.
I'm doing very badly. I put, he watered on it.
Throw it in the slot, sweetheart.
Well, that'll kill him.
Or...
That'll show him. Bert, what do you say?
Darling, I thought he just rushed in there with his big old ugly fat knife and stabbed it.
Stab the begonia.
He said stab,
Poor flower. Charles.
The only thing you do to a begonia.
What?
You bed it. Bedded.
He bedded the begonia.
That's like some...
Don't go on with it, honey. You just died.
Give him a chance to explain it. What is bedding a begonia? Now, I know a little bit about flowers.
Well, it's a love triangle of passion, and anything can happen.
Okay, anything.
Like in my neighborhood in Hartford Street years ago, there was this man. And a nurse and a librarian.
Take three. Bing, three. Come on, three. We're rolling for
and
three.
the librarian found a nurse. Well, the doctor, she must have read.
Three. There you go. Camera three. Oh, there you go. Well, I'm tired of rolling.
But it wasn't until the minister arrived.
Joyce.
Charles, later in my office.
End this
Okay, honey.
Okay. I can't end this madness. I'm with Bill. He drowned the begonia.
He drowned the begonia. Okay, the little lady, the man says, Harry's girlfriend's been spending so much time with her plants that Harry got crazy jealous. Last night he burst into her apartment and bit her begonia.
Yeah, well, it's a very painful occurrence.
Yes, it was.
And I was embarrassed with my answer until I heard the word bedded.
Yes.
Then I knew I was home free with 8.
He ate the begonia. That's close to bit.
Close.
No match there?
Oh, really? I'm yeah, sure.
Oh, yes, it is.
Judges are very fair.
Right.
I've forgotten David's
The fact
answer.
is, you could not eat the begonia
Without giving
biting
it a bite.
because you cannot swallow a begonia whole. I have tried it.
You can if it's bedded.
No, you can't. Wrong! What do you say, Patty baby?
Hello. This is a little-known social disease among your begonia verbatim.
A little-known social
This
disease?
is correct.
Among begonias.
Oh,
Yes.
pardon me.
He walked into that apartment and he infested it.
Oh, that's the begonia.
That's right.
And that's why the begonia got sick. All right. Where are we here? We're in the middle of round one, and that's one for you, and your question will come along after this message. Are you ready? Well, we're not. Yes, we are. Listen, we got to stop right here, but you will come back next time, won't you? Say yes.
Yes.
No, they're a dandy bunch there. And you're a dandy bunch, too. And I want to thank all of you for being here. Some of you will come back, and some of you won't come back.
Now, Charles has more to tell you about bedding and all that.
I don't want to hear anymore. I've heard
When the
more.
nurse found the librarian's hairpin.
Who's coming back quickly?
I'll tell you who's coming back. These are the ones who'll come back.
Bob Barker, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Arlene Francis, Richard Dawson, and Fanny Flagg.
She made it here for Match Game 75. Join us next time. Thank you. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. the Stars, Dick Martin, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Patty North as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 77. And now, here's the star of Match Game 77, Gene Rayburn.
No, I didn't pay him a nickel to do that.
Paid him a quarter, though.
That was in honor of that beautiful suit. That's lovely.
That's very kind of you to notice. Thank you. I can tell you're ready. I can just tell there's something in the air that makes me believe you're ready. Therefore, I ask you to say hello to Wendy Holm and Frank Connell, if you would, please. Now, Wendy here's the current champ. She's won one game, and she has $600 to her credit. She's being challenged by Frank Connell, who's had both of his questions and has matched a total of 2 celebrities so far. He's from Concord, Massachusetts. Right. And he's a dear, sweet fellow. I think I'm going to kiss him right in his bald head.
Please don't.
There he is.
Thank you, Jim.
You're okay, Frank. So when we come back from this commercial, Wendy, you'll have to match 2 to tie and 3 to win. Tune in a minute or so and find out what happened. Ready? Here we are. Okay, now we'll carry on where we left off at our previous meeting here with the second and final round for Wendy Holm. She has to match 2 to tie or 3 to win. Mrs. Johnson said, "My obstetrician loves football."
Oh, dear. Here we go.
You understand me so far? Good.
Better hurry through that.
That's why, when he delivered my baby, he didn't just hand it to me, he blanked it to me. My obstetrician loves football. That's why, when he delivered my baby, he didn't just hand it to me, he blanked it to me.
Okay.
He loves football.
Yeah.
The doctor does, isn't he?
The doctor, the obstetrician, my doctor loves football.
He does.
Okay.
Go ahead, hon. I'm fine. I'll be there.
All right, Patty's writing. They've all got their ideas, so I'll read it one more time, Wendy. Mrs. Johnson said, "My obstetrician loves football. And that's why, when he delivered my baby, he didn't just hand it to me, he blanked it to me."
Passed it?
Passed it to me? What do you say?
As Joe Namath would say,
he passed it. All right, that's one for Wendy. Score is now 2 to 1. She needs one more to tie.
My answer is a little complicated because, you know, I'm not a big sports fan. I understand about hockey and all that stuff, but it is a match. It just takes a little long. He threw it in a Joe Namath pass.
That's what the same thing. Now we got a tie.
Well, I had to go with the logistics of the situation.
What does that mean?
What does a doctor do to a baby?
He spanks it.
Good. Now, you see, if you pass it, you're not going to get that necessary spark. So you have to drop kick it.
I see. No, I can understand that. It saves you from spanking it to make it start crying, you see. You just go, oh, and there it goes. There you are, madam. Happy days there.
They don't even cry anymore when they're born, you know, babies.
I guess not.
They don't.
I haven't been around. Have you?
Yeah, I just had one. Anyway, I know I was going to say something else, but thank goodness I said pass.
Pass wins the game. What do you have, Richard? Condon, offside pass there. Okay, you know where to go. Right there to your familiar spot on the blue rug there. And Frank, listen, Frank pointed out a mistake I made in a previous show. And I'm grateful to him. I referred to Walden Pond, Henry Thoreau's old hangout, and I said it was in New Hampshire.
That's right.
And he told me I was wrong, and I realized I was wrong. It's in Concord, New Hampshire.
Concord,
Massachusetts.
Right.
His hometown. There is a Concord, New Hampshire, isn't there?
Right, yes.
And sometimes one gets mixed up there.
Yeah. You're
Frank,
forgiven.
we're going to send you some pantyhose and all kinds of wonderful things. You'll love having them. So long, Frank.
What a nice guy.
Yes. Here's Wendy's picked up another $100. She now has $700, and here it is, Wendy, all for you. Not too long ago, we polled a bunch in this very studio, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Blank Army. Remember, you get $500 for matching their most popular answer. For matching their second most popular answer, you get $250 and $100 for the third, and 3 of the 6 are going to help you.
Richard?
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army, 1.
Patty?
United States.
United States Army.
Dick?
Union Army.
Union Army.
Yes.
Right.
It's for the South.
That's right.
I really had salvation, but what are you going to do?
What are you? It was gone. It was taken. Harking back to the Civil War. So there they are: Union Army, Salvation Army, and U.S. Army. Wendy, it's your option now to choose one of those or think up one of your own.
Salvation.
You want salvation? My friends, this little girl wants salvation. Will we give her salvation?
Oh,
Yeah! All right, let's give her salvation. May we see the $100 number? No salvation there, is there? May we see the next one, if you please? Salvation has come to this little girl. I thought so, too.
If that's Union.
If that's Union? No. Now, wait a minute. What is it going to be? U.S. They say as one voice. They say as one voice. They're giving us... all right, fine. Let's slide it, please. Smart bunch. Very good, Patty. Okay. Now, listen, you're going to play for $2,500, and we'd be delighted to give you that money if you'll match one of these celebrities right here.
Richard?
Okay, here we go. You face me. Good luck to you. There it is, worth $2,500, reads as follows. Matter of blank. Matter of blank. All right, Wendy, you tell us now the answer that Richard's written on that card, and we give you $2,500 additional. What do you say? Matter of?
Fact.
Matter of fact. You get a lukewarm response from the audience and a bunch of ahs. You ahs, what would you say? Time? I don't know. The important thing is what Richard has said. If he says matter of fact, you get an additional $2,500. Richard?
No, I was thinking of the telephone call when you get the police and you say, please come. It's a matter of...
Life or death?
No, fact.
Oh. Good for you, Wendy. And we're going to introduce another player after we pass along a message or two to you. Congratulations. Here we go. Hello there. Let's all welcome Cheryl Brooks. Applause, applause, applause. How do you feel?
Just fine, too.
Good. Nice to have you here with us, Cheryl. Where are you from?
Nice to be here. From the Bay Area, San Francisco.
Yeah, that's pretty far. A little water up there, and everything will be dandy, huh?
Just great.
Yes. What do you do, if anything?
A lot. I'm beginning my 15th year as a speech and language therapist in the public schools. And I have a nice boy who's celebrating his 9th birthday plus 1 day today.
How nice, yes.
Yes, and I like to say to my other little boy, it's time to take your nap, Darren.
Okay. Can't do that, but it's all right.
Okay.
I'm not going to turn you into the FBI or anything like that. All right, anything else, Cheryl?
No.
It's your chance.
Just excited.
All right, good. Good luck to you. Hope you win some money here. Here we go. You may have A or B.
B, please.
B it is for Cheryl Brooks. Okay. Say, in this month's issue of Field and Stream, they have a centerfold. And it's really unusual.
What is it?
They don't have a naked girl now. Instead, they have a blank on a bearskin rug. Field and Stream, the magazine, you see, have a centerfold, but not a naked girl. Instead, they have a blank on a bearskin rug. This is Field and Stream.
Sure,
Those are
honey, I get that.
the operative words, you see.
Of course. Nobody wants to look at that trashy answer you're going to come up with, Charles Nelson Riley.
Good. All right. We'll be ready in a moment, Cheryl. In the meantime, I'll read it to you. In this month's issue of Field and Stream, you know that magazine, they have a centerfold. Never done that before, and it's really unusual. They don't have a naked girl. Instead, they have a blank on a bearskin rug.
Mm-hmm. A fish or a trout.
A fish.
Fish.
A fish, okay. Don't specify, just say a fish there. What do you say?
Well, I said...
You said a bass.
Yes, bass.
A bass.
Bass. That's a fish?
That is a fish, indeed. All right.
I said a rod and reel.
A rod and reel.
It looks more like a person, you know.
I see. It's alive. Hello, Chuck.
A naked trout with child.
A naked trout with child. They don't have a naked girl. Instead, they have a blank on a bearskin rug. She said a fish. What do you say?
I said they had this old fisherman on a bearskin
An
rug.
old fisherman. An old fisherman on a bearskin rug.
Well, you know, people like different things.
That's right. You do march to a different drummer.
I know.
Richard?
It was Lowell Thomas, I believe, wasn't it?
Lowell Thomas, yes. Au naturel.
El Fish.
El Fisho. All right, Cheryl. Show us your bearskin rug, Patty.
Right here?
Yes.
I said an unhappy bear.
An unhappy bear. A bear on a bearskin rug. There's a certain poetic justice to that.
Lovely.
Okay, here we go with Wendy's first rounder. Wendy, here it is. One waiter said to another, I don't think that customer trusts the food here. Look at that. He brought along a blank. I don't think the customer trusts the food here. He brought along a blank. See, two waiters are speaking.
Yeah, two waiters who speak together.
They speak a little louder so the people on this end can hear them.
One waiter said to another, I don't think that customer trusts the food here. Look at that. He brought along a blank.
Were you waiters talking about me? I heard that.
Can I have the bottom of the chair here?
Why? Why? Explain to America why.
I want to use the trumpet there so he can hear you.
Oh.
One waiter said to the other, look, he doesn't trust the food here. He brought along a blank. How was that?
Oh, you sounded like a little like Mrs. Pennymaker, but...
I'm sorry, I broke your chair. The washers came off and everything there.
Doing nothing, luckily.
Yes. Okay, you be sure to get it to the same height. I don't want America to...
Oh, thank you, Gene. Thank you.
All right.
Well, I'm ready.
Oh. You ready, Elaine? Here we go. One waiter said to another, I don't think that customer trusts the food here. Look, he brought along a blank.
Oh. Want the ear trumpet again?
Yes.
Bucket?
A bucket. All right, she said bucket.
That's all right.
That's her answer.
Well, to go along with the bucket, he brought a stomach pump.
A stomach pump. Had the same idea, but different route there, yes.
Don't be so quick with the other kids, because this may be an answer. A barf bag from TWA.
Barf bag from TWA. Well, it was the same
Isn't that a
idea,
bucket?
but you're just too specific, you see. A bucket is not a bag.
Sometimes it's used for the same thing.
That's true. I agree. No match. Chuck?
That was cold, Gene. No match. No match. You know this has changed you? You were a lovely man 6 years ago. Now it's no match. Cruel and hard.
That's me.
That outfit doesn't fool me. The correct answer.
A bucket. A bucket of chicken. All right. So, Wendy, you picked up one there. Elaine, what do you say to this?
God. I said he brought along a doctor with a stomach pump.
A doctor and a stomach pump. There's a double header in case one of them came up there.
I said stomach pump.
Yeah. You'll never be the same. What do you say, Patty?
I said a professional taster.
That's a good one. So there we are. At the end of round one, scores 3-1 in favor of the challenger, and now we've got this just for you. There we go. Are you ready? Here we go with round two. This is the final round, ladies. And again, Cheryl, you may have a choice of A or B.
Question B, please.
B it is. All right. As Moses prepareth to part the Red Sea, one Israelite saith to another, It appeareth that Moses doth not think this trick will work. He weareth a blank. You play.
I get it. Now, just a minute.
And you play. That's right. The gentleman will lay out.
I want to make sure I have this question because this is the second round question. I want to make sure.
One Israelite speaking to another.
If Moses don't get it right, hon. Oh, sure, I got it.
Okay.
I'm thinking that he...
Are you feeling hysterical?
Anna.
All right. Okay. All right, Brett, as soon as you're ready.
Sure, dear. Go ahead. By the time you get there, I'll
As
be
Moses
waiting.
prepareth to part the Red Sea, one Israelite saith to another, It appeareth that Moses doth not think this trick will work. He weareth a blank.
A life jacketeth.
A life jacketeth? She said a life jacketeth.
The life jacket test.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking more of those little things that you pop in your mouth.
A
Lifesavers.
Well, that's the same thing. Same thing. Lifesaver.
No kidding. In the form of
water wings.
Remember, well, it's a match, fellas.
Certainly it's a match. Oh, you're next. You are next.
Yes, well...
Talk to me.
All right. Would you like to just talk about anything, or do you
No, I want to talk about your answer.
Oh, I see. Well, Moses had on a mezuzah and a crucifix and everything, and he had on a lifesaver vest just in case.
Now, you're up to 5, Cheryl. Let's see what you can do with this girl. Throw her a lifesaver.
I said a Mae West, also known as a life preserver.
Yeah, very good. A Mae West, Mae West. All right, now, Wendy, we've got this one for you, and you know what you have to do? You got to match all 5 remaining ones you have not matched as follows. At the circus, Larry said, Hey, I think this cotton candy is real cotton. It has blanks in it. Hey, I think this cotton candy is real cotton. It has blanks in it.
I think this cotton candy is real.
That's an easy one. Yes, you finished. Now, if I can help you to the extent, if you can describe to me what you are trying to say, I may be able to put a label to it, but that's all I can do. Now, wait a minute. I got to put the mic away so nobody can hear here. What? She was, all right.
I was trying to think of what that thing was.
Shh. You don't play.
That has
See how cold you are? They can see it.
I'm not cold. I love you, Charles. I think you're a very gifted, talented guy. And Dick Martin, you've got to write down an answer. All right, here we go. All right, Wendy. At the circus, Larry said, Hey, I think this cotton candy is real cotton. It has blanks in it.
Boll weevils.
Boll weevils. Boll weevils. Those are the little insects that live in cotton.
I was thinking more of Mr. Belafonte when those cotton balls get rotten. Rotten cotton
So that
balls.
means Cheryl Brooks wins the game. What do the rest of you have? Sleeves, weevils there. Okay, come on down, Cheryl. Stand right over there while we say goodbye to Wendy Holm, who's going to leave here with $3,450 in our best wishes.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye, Wendy. While we're spinning her off, let's spin this message just for you. Here you are. Listen, it was a good audience, but a wonderful panel of celebrated people.
Aren't you sweet?
You were really terrific.
You're still cold and hard.
Okay, Charles, I'll prove to you that I'm not on a future show. I'm Gene Rayburn. I'll join you if you'll join me tomorrow here in Match Game 77 on the CBS
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 77, a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production. To match the stars, Jimmy Walker, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Kate Jackson, Richard Dawson, thank you, and Patty Deutsch, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Johnny Olson and friends. Aren't you nice? Thank you. You're a lovely bunch.
And so are you.
We have to greet you.
Bananas here.
What's wrong? Did I lean against something?
You came out just a little less than perfect.
That's Sheila Summers. Stephen Nelson, Charles Riley.
Hello.
How are you? These
you
two
looked
are
fine to me, but of
thank
course
you.
my eyes wouldn't be able to pick up anything that small.
Those are two of the regulars. Third regular here.
Black, you know what you do. Oh, I thought you wanted an autograph.
No, I'm sorry. Sir Richard, this is a semi-regular. Cute.
Thank you. That's a very depressing suit.
Oh, no, it isn't.
It's handsome, but it is depressing.
It is?
Yeah.
Black is chic, Patty, not
Yeah, black is very chic.
Yes, that's right. Thank
JJ.
you.
I beg your pardon.
Thank you very much.
Black is chic. And we have the Black Prince with us here.
Thank you very much for the Black Prince.
Good times. And this lady comes to us from the Rookies. And now that all hands have been accounted for, let's welcome Tony Franklin and Susan Bacalea. Welcome to both of you. We want to find out where you're from and all that. Let's begin with you. Susan, did I say your name correctly?
It's close enough.
It is? Bacalea.
Yeah.
Okay, Bacalea. Bacalea. You say it.
Bacalea.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Bacalea.
that's wrong.
That's wrong, right? Where is Susan Bacalea from?
I'm fourth generation California. Recently married almost 7 months ago, 3 days short. I was a limbo dancer for 3 years.
Another? Oh.
And I love the arts, I love people, and I'm scared to death.
You're not scared?
I'm
Now, wait a minute.
terrified.
You mean to tell me for 3 years you stood up there in one of those cages in a state of semi-nudity?
No.
Limbo dancer.
Limbo.
Limbo dancer. Oh,
She was in a constant state of limbo.
Go underneath the...
Yeah,
Right.
It hurts! Okay, is that all you want to say about Susan?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck to Susan. Now let's find out about Tony.
Gene, I'm originally from Panama, Central America. I moved here in 1958.
Welcome to my country.
Thank you. I am married to a beautiful German young lady. and I am employed as a field representative for an insurance company.
Okay, good luck to both of you. May I remind both of you that you'll be trying to match as many of our celebrities as you can, and the winner will go on to play the big money super match, which can pay off over $10,000. $10,000. All right, Susan. Your choice. You want A or B?
I'll go B for my name.
What's that?
B for my name.
B for your name, she says.
Name spelled with an N.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
B. Buckle Sally has terrible manners. At the dinner party, she washed her blank in the finger bowl. Terrible manners.
She washed
Sally has terrible manners. She washed her blank in the finger bowl.
her blank.
Her blank.
Not her blanks.
Her blank is what I'm saying.
Her blank.
At the dinner party, she washed her blank in the finger bowl. Now, don't think too hard. Finished? Okay. JJ?
Swamp answers. I gotta have dumb answers.
You got a dumb answer? I wouldn't. You can't see.
Why can't I see? I've already written my answer.
You know what?
People do that.
Half a stick of dynamite. But no more. Okay, let's go over here to Susan. Susan, Sally has terrible manners. At the dinner party, she washed her blank in the finger bowl.
Feet?
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 Feet. Feet. Leave her alone. Jimmy, she says feet.
Just got married, huh?
Hold it up there.
Face!
Face.
Thank you, crowd!
Sit down. What do you say?
Well, you know, I was a little confused because you said blank.
I said blank.
As opposed to blanks.
Right, I said singular
Right?
blank. Right.
But I figured it out. I said just one boob.
Hello, Charles. Are you ready, Charles?
I've heard of a boob too, but not a not a boob bowl.
Hang around, sweets.
She's hot tonight. I said undies.
Undies. Susan says Sally has terrible manners. At the dinner party, she washed her face in the finger bowl. What does Kate Jackson say?
I said she washed her napkin in the finger bowl.
Well,
Nothing?
Celebrities sure got the dumbs tonight, haven't they? There. Richard, what do you say?
Well, Susan said feet, didn't she?
Susan said feet.
Well, you claimed that she said face.
Oh, I said face. Oh, I beg your pardon, Susan. You said
face
feet.
was the right answer.
Yeah, he said face, right.
I happen to know she washed her pantyhose.
Her pantyhose.
Clean mind, clean body.
Close to feet.
Right.
You had the same idea there, but we can't match it.
Oh, thank you.
Now let's see if we get one from Patty.
This is not a tasteful question.
No.
I said she washed her dinner partner.
All right, Tony, let's see how you do with your first round question. Irving the Nut loves pain. He wears jockey shorts made out of blank.
He loves what?
Pain.
Oh, Irving the Nut.
Irving the Nut loves pain. He wears jockey shorts made out of blank.
Honey, you just don't have a thing in the world to worry about.
All right. Okay.
Da 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 da. Hate that music.
Okay. Here we go. Hurry up, Petty. Finito. Now, Tony. Irving the Nut loves pain. He wears jockey shorts made out of
nuts.
Irving the Nut loves pain. He wears jockey shorts made out of...
I meant to say...
What did you mean to say?
Shells.
Nutshells.
Right.
Nutshells. Nutshells.
Hardly worth changing your answer.
Yes. What did you say, Jimmy?
Susan has nothing and Tony has nothing.
Right. That's the way it is. Nothing to nothing.
And we will obviously continue that way. I said sandpaper.
Sandpaper is one good.
Thank you, crowd! Thank you, crowd!
A possibility. What about it, Brett?
I'm sick of them applauding him. Sick of it, do you hear me? Oh, heavens.
Oh, no!
I'm so shocked at my answer. I said barbed wire.
Barbed wire. That would hurt. Irving the Nut loves pain. He wears jockey shorts made out of...
You know what he says when he puts them on in the morning?
What?
Oh, that's smart. Steel wool.
Steel wool. Those are all good ones, aren't they? Now, Kate, what have you got?
Well, this is not even a good one. I've got, he wears them out of cement.
Occasionally, some of our celebrities flip out altogether.
We don't check in, you know.
Richard, what do we got there?
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper is the one, yeah.
Clean mind.
Yes. What have you got?
I was more specific.
Why?
I said number 5, sandpaper.
Number 5. But the thing about number 5 sandpaper, it's very hard to stitch.
Oh, yeah.
On the sewing
But it
machine, you have a
lasts.
time. It lasts a long time.
It lasts forever.
And really chafes. Something fierce. Walked around like this all day. Didn't want it to hurt him. Now, at the end of round 1, as you can plainly see, nothing's happening here. So let's go to commercials, see if we can get it going here. Okay, now we'll go to round 2 here. And since she went first last time, you might as well go first this time. What do you say, A or B? A it is. He's made his decision, and this is it. Nanook the Eskimo said,
Oh, him.
boy, am I angry. Yesterday, when I came back to my igloo, I discovered my best friend blanking my penguin. My best friend.
Blanking my penguin.
Turn your back and
The
see what
first
happens.
thing you know,
Your best friend
penguin blank.
is blanking your penguin.
Nanook.
The best answer's here.
The best answer's here.
Those are the same answers, aren't they? Yes. All right. Yesterday, when I came back to my igloo, I discovered my best friend blanking my penguin. It's an easy one.
It is?
Oh, yes.
Fairly simple. I just said so myself.
No? Wrong?
I don't know. I can't even read it.
Well, should I hold it up for the crowd? And see
No,
what they
no,
think?
just...
The crowd knows.
Oh, dear, he's writing a novel there.
Well, no, I'm sorry to hold things up like this. I'm going.
These older women don't function too well.
It's a simple, unpretentious answer.
Yes. Now we come over to Tony. Nanook the Eskimo said, boy, am I angry yesterday when I came back to my igloo. I discovered my best friend blanking my penguin.
Kissing.
Kissing. Kissing my penguin. Okay, Jimmy?
Don't mingle among the crowd, Tony. They'll be looking for you after the show. The correct answer, and listen to the crowd on this. Goosing. You gotta know crowds, you know, Tony, and I know crowds.
Cool it. What do you say, my dear?
I say my answer is neither witty, nor bright, nor funny, nor amusing, nor even right, nor a match. I just couldn't think. I said eating.
Eating is a perfectly good answer.
A good answer, certainly.
That's not bad. Charles?
I said a rather long answer. I said eating on toast with icicle sauce, and in honor of my friend Jimmy, black-eyed peas.
Oh. That's the way it is. All right. Yesterday when I came back to my igloo, I discovered my best friend blanking my penguin.
Eating.
Eating. Poor bird. All right, Richard. Tell us a true story. What happened?
Son of eating.
Eating a penguin. Okay. And Patty Deutsch.
Well, before you eat it, you gotta saute it.
Saute. Right. All right. Cooked it up there. Now, Susan, we've got one for you. And to win, all you have to do is match one of the celebrities.
That's all.
That's all you have to do. Now, listen carefully. The Hollywood producer said, you know the TV show Get Smart? Yeah. He said, well, I'm producing a show about my wife. It's called Get Blank.
Only one answer.
Now this, I know I have
We
right.
don't ask much of you.
Charles.
Personal hate involved.
Just get it together, that's all.
Charles, it's easy. Even I got it. Jimmy has it.
Oh.
Very good, Jim.
All right. Now we come to Susan. The Hollywood producer said, you know the TV show Get Smart? He said, well, I'm producing a show about my wife. It's called Get Blank.
Stupid.
Get Stupid. Okay?
You mustn't stick out your tongue at the crowd, Susan. They mug you in the parking lot.
Yeah, they'll get you later in the parking lot, Jimmy.
This crowd is very powerful and very predominant. Now look here. I'm going to the judges for this because I think this is el correcto personally myself. Get dumb.
Dumb wins the game. Get lost, get lucky, get dumb, get out, get lost. Come on down. Congratulations. All right, now you hang around here for a minute or so while we talk to Tony Franklin here. Thank him for coming in to play Match Game PM.
Enjoyed myself.
Thank you very much, Tony. We've got some gifts for you. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye, old bean. Here we are. This is the first time we're getting dumb won here. I said all we need is one dumb and you win, and you did. You got a little dumb and you won. Now we'll see how well you're going to do here with the big money, the big super match here. You got 2 audience matches for you, and we'll do that right after this. Oh, really? Here we are. Okay, if you're ready, my dear, it's time now for the big money super match where you can win over $10,000. To do that, we have 2 audience matches for you here. And I want to point out to you, whatever you win here, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. Shall we begin?
If you insist.
Take a deep breath. That's it.
What?
Okay. Yeah. We polled a recent studio audience. We got their best response to this. Hold that blank. Now, the answer that audience gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the second most frequently given response, you get $250. The bottom one pays you $100. Now, they're permitted to assist here by suggesting answers, and you can call on anyone you like.
Richard.
Oh. Hold that tiger.
Hold that tiger.
Brett.
Brett.
Hold that line.
Hold that line.
And Kate. Oh, gosh.
Hold that.
Gosh, that's a good
Hold that thought. I don't know. Hold that
Hold
thought.
that thought.
Hold that
That's
thought.
good.
That's
Hold
nice.
that thought.
That's very
Hold
sweet.
that tiger. Hold that line are the 3 you got. Now, Susan, you got to pick one, or give us one of your own if you'd like.
I'm going to go with the tiger.
You want to go with the tiger? Okay. Have you ever heard that song?
Hold that tiger.
Yeah,
Yes. It was a big song, but it's an oldie, but it was a biggie. All right. Hold that tiger is what we're after. Let's find out where it is, if it's up there at all. We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. Hold that hose is one. Didn't cross my mind at all. The tiger is what we're looking for. May we see the $250 response? Hold that line is the answer that Brett gave you. Last chance for the tiger. Here we go. May we see the $500 number? Tiger it is. You got it. Another screamer. You won the $500, which means that the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now, let's see how much more you're going to win with our second audience match. Another audience, we got their best response to this. voice of blank. Remember 5, 250, and 100, and anyone you want over there.
Richard.
Voice of America.
Voice of America's what?
Charles.
Charles?
The voice of the turtle.
Voice of the turtle. Is a famous Broadway play and a very big hit when it was on Broadway, and many of us old-timers remember it.
Not me.
My father loved it.
Unless you remember it. Patty?
The voice of doom.
Voice of doom. So the three, Voice of America, Voice of the Turtle, and the Voice of Doom. Have you got one in your head?
No, Richard.
What did Richard give you?
America.
Voice of America. Okay.
You know the one you forgot?
Voice of America.
The main one you forgot?
Tell him.
What is that?
The voice of the people! The people!
Sit down, you rabble-rouser! So what do you want now?
Voice of America.
Oh, I'm sorry. I stepped on the microphone cord there. Did it hurt? Did it hurt? Testing 1, 2. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. We want the Voice of America. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where? Is it under the $100 number? Oh.
How quickly we forget.
Yeah. Dear me.
Talk about a tacky group.
May we see
Here, I mean.
if the Voice of America is under the $250 number? Voice of the People is the one that... Sit down, you rabble-rouser! Last chance for Voice of America. Here is the $500 number. You're welcome. Good for you, my dear. Listen, you want another $500? We multiply that by 10, it makes $5,000. Add that to the previous $5,000. You got a $10,000 pot to shoot for here.
Yikes.
To collect it, you got to match one celebrity exactly head to head. Richard it is. All right, you swing around and face me with your back to Richard. And here it is. It's worth $10,000. Now get your ESP going. You were very good with those audience matches. Now let's see how you do on a head to head here. Blank Daddy. All right, Susan, he's made his decision. Now you make yours. What do you say will match him for $10,000? Blank Daddy.
Sugar.
Sugar Daddy. You started to say something else there.
I didn't start to say anything.
Oh, all right. She was going, her lips were moving, and I thought she was going to say something else. She's, for $10,000, does she match you?
What did she say? I didn't hear.
Oh, you didn't hear it? No, I'm sorry. Sugar Daddy is what she said. Oh.
Ain't she sweet?
Big Daddy, yeah. I thought she started to say Big Daddy. Big Daddy. Okay, while they're making love, we'll spin a few messages your way. Come right back. You know what kind of stopped me a little bit was she started moving her lips. I thought she was going to say Big Daddy, but she might have said sugar. And now she's got $11,000. Join us next week for Match Game PM. G. Rader here.
Some contestants will receive Cool Comfort from Frederick, leader in energy, efficient room air conditioners. Frederick lasts for years, saves you a lot of money. And Timex electric watch for men or women, the easy-to-read electric watch that never needs winding, beautifully styled Timex electric. And Seal a Meal, the appliance sensation that's revolutionizing meal planning. Almost anything you cook, you put in a Seal a Meal bag, seal it, freeze it, or refrigerate it. Seal a Meal. And Prestone 2, winter-summer concentrate with its patented silicone Silicare formula fights freeze-ups, summer boil-overs, and rust and corrosion in all seasons. And for a smooth-running car, Castrol GDX motor oil for all models and sizes of cars, Castrol lubrication for cars, motorcycles, and snowmobiles. Additional prize and fee furnished by Daisy. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.